Welcome to Science Rocks. I'm Laura Spence, the STEM coordinator for Pinellas County. Part of our district initiative is to infuse STEM content in our after-school academies and partner with local businesses. Recently, some of the students from Lelia Davis Elementary got their hands dirty visiting the Pinellas County Waste Management Facility. Let's check it out.
Garbage, heat the water, make the steam.
Our future are the kids. So we try to show them the process of not just garbage, what we do here, but also recycling and the importance of recycling and diverting it from the landfill, because this has to last us into the future.
And so we have our...
So when students arrive here, they come into this educational building.
This is a brand new classroom for us. We have posters, brand new posters up on the wall, a big site map. It shows, all 700 acres. But we really start off with a PowerPoint, and then we'll show a short video as well. The part I really enjoy, though, is the questions coming from the students. It gives me an idea where they are and how much they know.
So the next part of our journey is going to be a tour of the waste management facility on the Astroscape bus.
All aboard! Well, we start right off with where the garbage trucks come in, how they're weighed, we have a radiation detection program, and that's always fun to see how much the bus weighs.
Truck goes through here, we'll weigh it in, then we'll weigh it later when it's empty, and you can subtract the empty bus from the full weight and find out how much garbage you've dumped off.
And then we get to go up on the hill, up on the landfill, and we get to drive up as high as you can in Pinellas County.
We're up at the top of the landfill. Cool. Can you feel it? Kind of like the Alps.
The altitude.
Yeah, nosebleeds and everything.
You get a great vista of everything from Wheaton Island, Tropicana Field, but you can also get a great vista of our site.
Okay, let me ask you again. Are you sure you want to see the claw?
One of the highlights that several of the students mentioned was the claw and their knowledge about picking up 6 tons of trash and how that connects to their home and what they do for recycling in the future with their families. Can you share with us what's the purpose of taking them to that part of your campus here?
Okay, that's on the tipping floor where the garbage trucks dump their garbage. And first of all, 76% of all garbage that comes in here could have been recycled. That was from a survey. So by taking them in and seeing the garbage, all the recyclables, and even smelling, giving them the whole experience, they're able to really appreciate it. But right behind it is our rock star of the claw that picks up. Some of them may have seen it in the movie. The claw was a hero and picks up the garbage, puts it over the wall. So they're familiar with that concept. And actually to see it picking up as much garbage as in one garbage truck, that's the hit.
Why did you decide to take your class here on the field trip to the Pinellas County Waste Management Facility?
Actually, this is our first year being a science lab school, and in one of the labs that we did, it was an Enviroscape, and it led to an abundant amount of discussion. And when the kids started to see that with runoff going into our lakes and rivers, and we did the acid testing and the pH testing, we started to bring it to real life on what their contributions to this was. So, the obvious things came out about we can reduce and reuse and recycle, but then it actually stemmed into something a bit deeper of what more could we do with our companies? Could we look into, filtering things differently? Are there other ways that they're already doing that we need to research a little bit more? And then, of course, I had been here before, and it suddenly made sense that this would be a perfect place to see that right here in Pinellas County, there is a company that's already thinking about it and what we're doing with it. So it brings what we did in the classroom right back into real life for them.
So when you go back to your classroom, what activities do you plan to have your students do with the connection now that they've been on this field trip?
Right. Actually, it kind of lends into what we were in the middle of. The kids were actually designing their own communities, and they were designing ways that were actually going to help their community, their built community, in ways that was obviously going to help our environment with the acid rain or with the pH testings that we did. And our goal now is to go back to that Enviroscape and kind of implement some of the things that they had already come up with, and then use the information that we had from today, gained from today, and actually put that into play as well.
Well, I really like the claw because it's cool because like different kinds of trucks are dumping out like all these kind of like trash, but sometimes some of that you can actually recycle because there's always bottles and like cans and all this where you can recycle.
I didn't know that there's so much stuff that could be recycled.
Seeing what people threw away because they were perfectly fine things that they could have used and they just threw it away, like a ball that was like not even popped or ruined. Like kids could play like that. They could have donated it to some shelter or something.
When the classes leave this field trip, what do you hope that they should continue to talk about when they get back to their classrooms?
Well, just be aware, I think they're already doing the recycling, but I want them to take it home, what they have. The best endorsement we can get is when a parent will come into our HEC3 recycling center and tell them that, oh, my child saw this and told me I need to recycle, the old TV or the chemicals, whatever it might be. So I think if they take some of that home and and spread it upward, that's what we can hope for.
When you go home, what's the first thing that you're going to share about this field trip with your family?
Before you throw something away, think about if you could reuse it or recycle it.
The Pinellas County Solid Waste Management Facility offers field trips, elementary through high school, and for more information, contact Tom Roberts. Another one of our business partners is Radio Disney, and they recently joined me for a tour around Pinellas County, hosting parent nights designed to inform families about our exciting STEM opportunities.
We are excited to be here at the STEM Academy Parent Night. Are you excited to be here?
Tonight we have our families with us, and they are joining our children that are attending STEM, and they're working on activities just like our children do in the program. So they're experiencing a part of what the kids do when they come in the afternoon.
Sound travels in the form of a wave, a ray, or a fish. What do you think it is? A sound wave. Good job. Slower is correct. Great job. See my friend Alex. You're going to get you a prize. All right. Oh, yep, you got it. All right. So now you can back up just a little bit.
You're writing a commercial about a movie that's going to come out, or a movie you've seen. It could be any movie. So you want to write a commercial about, you want to build excitement for this new movie that's coming out.
Can you share what you've been doing here at the Radio Disney Parent Night for any viewers?
Well, been exposed to what's called the STEM program. It's been very interesting. You've been very informative. Put a radio together from scratch, and my daughter recorded a song.
What are your expectations for your daughter attending the STEM Academy?
Well, to learn all she can learn, be all she can be, hopefully pick up some technology and engineering. And
has she come home and shared anything with you each week that she attends the academy?
Every week. She has built helicopters and other things. But yeah, she's excited. Her father's an engineer, actually for Disney, so this is, kind of a double honor for us to be here because, we're an engineering family, plus we represent Disney, so this is just really wonderful.
And participating in Pinellas County Schools and After School STEM Academy, how do you feel about this new partnership?
I am elated. I just think it's wonderful how they have so many opportunities for children. Definitely a lot more than when I was growing up. We had our after school chorus and Just Say No Club, but just all of the opportunities. Plus they've also had the chance to bring home laptop computers. So I think they are providing every possible avenue for students to succeed, especially in the technical and science fields. Amazing. I couldn't be more pleased.
The parents are very excited that their children get this experience, this hands-on experience that they can take with them and move forward into their futures and put this into place as they grow and thrive, and it's just that real life experience that they're getting.
As a principal, this opportunity just started this year. How do you feel about it?
I feel very excited and honored that it is at our school. We did pilot the program last year, so we had a little taste of it last year, but just to see the excitement in the children and actually doing and talking about it, and they can't look forward enough to the Mondays to come back to STEM and do it again. So it's just been a fabulous experience for our children.
There you go, nice. Ooh. Turn. Left.
Turn back.
Turn. Left.
So you can tell we're having a great night here with Radio Disney for our STEM Academy Parent Nights. More to come on Science Rocks. When we come back, Julie Poth takes us to an elementary science lab where students are learning about man's impact on the environment. Science Rocks rolls on.